Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. I have a message right off the bat. If you're done, I'm done. If you stop, I'll stop. That's what I'm hearing for today's message. And I wrote it down. If you're done, I'm done. If you'll stop, I'll stop. You first, basically. It's kind of like someone here in today's message could be verbally saying this to another, or could be sending it out in the universe like, look, almost like don't start none, won't be none, kind of like someone here is like, I don't want to mess with you. I never wanted to mess with you. It's something like that, right? It's like, or I don't want to continue to have whatever, or I never intended to have, like whatever you're thinking, just back up, okay? Like, that's the vibe in today's message. Don't start none, won't be none. Now, we could have someone who is going to do something, and they could be doing it because they're like, well, if you weren't doing this, I wouldn't take this step. I wouldn't, But perhaps somebody's like overreacting here. I hope someone's not blaming the wrong person for something. I guess this could go a couple of ways. This could be a situation where someone's going to blame the wrong person. They're going to assume it's someone when it's not. There's no relation, no connection at all. Or we could have someone here who's almost like they're taking an action, or they're going to take an action because they are like, well, you keep doing something to me, like if you didn't mean to, or you didn't want to have issues with me, then why did you keep doing it? Why did you do it to begin with? Okay? But does this person have the right individual is what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Does this person have the right individual? I don't know. It's so interesting. Maybe it's like a falsely accused. You know what I mean? Situation. Like someone could have the wrong guy, the wrong person, blaming the wrong individual, thinking it's someone that they're not. In some instances, it kind of gives the vibe of like overreactive. Someone here could be overreactive because it'd be like this. Here's the vision I'm getting. Let's say somebody keeps getting like prank people that come to the door, right? They keep knocking and running. Like they knock, they run. They ring the doorbell, they run, Maybe this has happened several times to someone now, not actually, but just to get the message, right? So I see this. I see people in my vision right now just coming, messing with a family inside, knocking on a door and leaving, ringing the doorbell and leaving, like trying to scare someone even, or just trying to be whatever, annoying. But then this person, whoever lives inside the home, their mother shows up. Their mother's coming to pay them a surprise visit that day. So she knocks on the door, and then the owner finally gets tired of the people who are knocking and leaving. So she opens the door and she's like, what the fuck do you want? And the mom is like, you know what I mean? And then the person inside the house is like, Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought it was you. And it's like, yeah, just because, still you gotta watch and make sure before you accuse and before you, overreact. Chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like somebody's mom's like, honey, I think you need some rest, baby. I think you're just, maybe someone's going to be talking to someone, their best friend, a family member, maybe somebody. They could be someone at work. It's someone that they're going to open up to in some way, but the way that they're opening up comes across like they're kind of like going off or mad, or like taking it out on the person that they're venting to in a way. And so this person may even be like, hey, I'm not the enemy here. I'm not the bad guy. So chill out. And then they're like, oh, I'm sorry. I was just feeling really, I've just got a lot going on. And it's like, yeah, I get it. I understand, but like, chill out, Could be a vibe of somebody that needs to calm down, chill out. Not everybody's out to get them. Not everybody's the bad guy. Make sure you have the right guy before you prosecute someone. You know what I'm saying? It's like, not taking out, it's almost like someone's been abused here in some way. They've had things that they haven't completely worked through, and then they like have low tolerance or low patience for another when it's like not their fault. You know what I mean? It's like, why are they catching the backlash from what other people deserve? You know, this could be like the idea of maybe someone's parent is not around and a child gets very upset because, well, yeah, and as they grow up they have a lot of confusion and they don't understand why, and maybe their parent who's with them is not about to like talk bad about the other parent, because first of all, why? That child is a part of them. So to bash the other parent, whether they're around or not, doesn't make sense, because that would mean you don't fully love the child or accept the child. The child is a part of that person no matter what they're doing, no matter their actions. So, you know, and then the child all the while grows up with these issues and then yells at the parent who, you know, stayed around, fought through it, and, you know, that parent catches most of the hell. And it's like, damn, why am I getting punished for what you're really feeling for the other person? I need you to examine that, because I don't want to be your punching bag, or you're taking it out on the wrong person. Like, I'm okay with being someone that you always can confide in, and I know I've made my mistakes too, but like, make sure that what energy is channeled for a specific person, it goes to them. I'm not trying to get another person's mail. I want their mail to go directly to their address. Honey, no. I'm literally seeing someone right now who opens their mailbox and they're like, what the hell? Like, they don't even know the neighbor whose mail they get, but it's some sort of bill. And it's like, I definitely don't want this. I definitely don't want to have to pay for what's coming for you. You know what I mean? It's like a bullet meant for someone else, but then it hits the person in between. It's like somebody else having to suffer because another person is so damaged, and understandably so. I mean, you know, they've been abused so much. They've been picked on. They've been bullied. They've been fucked with. They've been lied about. They've been slandered. They've been stopped, you know, constantly, just roadblocks in their way. And so maybe they just are like one of those dogs who are like backed in the corner and they're like, have you ever been there? I mean, yes, those type of people, like, I totally get it. Hello. Hell yeah, I've been there. I get there at times. Yeah, I gotta like rein in that crazy wild dog side of me where I'm just like, you know, like, I finally escaped the dog fight, but then it's like still embedded in me. It's like, you could take the girl out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the girl, you know? And so it's just in there. It's ingrained in a person now because they've experienced it so much. They're conditioned, you know? So they can tend to be rather defensive and snappy and assume and accusatory, because they are just always on edge. They're always having to watch their own back because of so many betrayals and how much they've been mistreated. But it's like they have to work on their being overreactive, because they're so it's almost like someone here is just, they're blaming the wrong person, punishing the wrong person. It's like a tornado. We get tornadoes a lot, but I see it again, like a tornado. You ever see those, like, what are those, Funyuns? No, not Funyuns. That's the round things. What are those things? They look like witches' hats, but they're like chips. Do you know what I'm talking about? What are those called? You stick them on your finger. We used to put them on our fingers as kids and make them look like nails. Do you know what I'm not going to be able to look that up. I mean, how do you put that in Google? That's what I'm seeing. It's like a snack. You know, like a... I can't get over it. I mean, this is... Like now I'm getting another vision. Here we go with the visions today. I'm not complaining. I love the visions. I'm seeing somebody in like a coffee shop. This could be in like a Starbucks or something. Or they're somewhere in a store, gas station, whatever. It feels like there's food and drink and that maybe it's in the morning. And somebody's having clearly a bad day. Just having a bad day. Everybody that day, maybe for the past week, has just been freaking hateful. And all their intentions have been bad, you know? So this person has just fucking had it, right? And they go in the gas station and maybe someone doesn't even mean to, but they like cut in front of them in the line. Like they literally didn't even see them. And maybe this person goes, "Hey, the fuck are you doing?" And just takes it completely out and then diminishes their character, makes fun of their looks, how their face looks, what they're dressed like, you know, whatever, you know, ew, like goes off. Takes all their anger out on one person who doesn't really deserve it, you know? It's like, why didn't everyone else get this treatment throughout the day? You just saved it all for me. Why didn't everyone else get this treatment who did you wrong? That's what I'm getting. Why doesn't everyone else get treated the same? Why is it a double standard? That's what I'm hearing, a double standard. It's like, do you have favorites? Do you just have it out for me? Is that truly what it is? Or you just got to take your energy out on someone, and the fact is that you feel most comfortable doing it with me. For some reason, it feels most comfortable to attack me, right? Someone may get another individual to calm down because somehow they're going to get the person to see you've blamed the wrong person, you've attacked the wrong person, you've harmed the wrong person. Everything that you can think of, the wrong person got the majority of something, or is right now, and someone's gonna see it. They're going to be like, you know, I see a dog, that dog in the fence, right, who's back down like at everybody. I see the dog laying down, and like paws like down. This is a big ass dog too. It's gonna humble someone to like chill out, you know. Yeah. To like not be so overreactive, to not assume immediately just because this could even be, okay, I'm getting another example. There's something here about like someone may be, let's say it's a male who just really short-tempered with women that do a certain profession. Okay, whatever this why do I keep wanting to say something about whatever the profession is that these particular women do, this man just like for some reason does not like women who do this. It's like something deep on the inside of this man. Maybe he had a bad experience with people who do similar things before. Maybe he had issues with a mother who did similar things. I don't know. And so immediately just like judges this particular woman because she has a particular profession, when it's like, wow, she's actually probably one of the best people you've ever met, but you don't even get a chance to get to know her because you immediately assume she's like everyone else that you met in her particular niche. Maybe it's someone here who has a hard time trusting people who've overcome addictions. You know, you get those people, and it's like, why am I getting the brunt of you not trusting people when it's like, I've never personally done shit to you. And even if I have, let's say it's somebody who has, I have answered for my wrongs and I've taken accountability. I've been willing to face it. So why am I getting the brunt of your trust issues? And if you must continue with the trust issues, then please back away from me, because I don't need that in my energy, and nor do you. You know, we'll save each other the time and fucking energy. Yeah, it just kind of feels like someone's just doing their thing. They're just living their life. They're just, you know, working really, really hard. They've had a lot of space they've held for something in their life, and they're working hard at it. And then you just have maybe like a stray bullet, like a random, you know, it's like, why am I getting the brunt of your anger? Why are you pointing that at me? Like, what made you decide that I'm a good target? Because we all know that your anger that you're pointing at me right now is one, projection, and two, it's really meant for other people that you're too, for some reason, afraid to face, that they were steps to the current situation we got going on with you right now. But yet you don't want to face that, and so I'm the problem. I'm just the easiest one to, blame. But please do. I find it, most people do that. I'm kind of getting the impression that someone here is used to being people's punching bag. Maybe they always have been in life, and it's like, I'm not going to bend over and take it anymore. Okay. I do that enough from the universe, right? They have their way with me often, and I learn, honey, but I'm not going to let you try to rob me of something like, basically like double jeopardy. I'm serving time. I'm being punished for something, when the majority of whatever you're pointing at me is actually meant to go other places, and especially even inward, but you're too busy and too worried about me for some reason that you can't see that. What's going to happen once you fix me and I'm not your problem anymore, if I'm such your problem? What's going to happen when you teach me a lesson? There's going to be more people that are going to do certain things that you think I'm doing. This be like somebody here who been there, you do something with them, right? Like, let's say you're young and you're in high school and you cheat on your boyfriend, or they cheat on you. But then later in life, you get with other people who literally do the same thing. But then this person's like, well, it's okay with them. I don't hold them to the high standard. Like, or they stay with them, they take them back, they forgive them. And it's like, wait a second. What? So wait, I did it in high school when I was a fucking kid and didn't know any better, when I was clearly going through my fucking issues, and you're excusing people who are doing it to you in adulthood? That's a double standard. Why do I not get held to the same standard as everyone else, or they don't get held to the same standard as me? I just want to know why. You got something for me or something? You got a crush on me, but you don't want to admit it. You love me and you can't forget it. Like, what is it? What's really going on? Because we all can tell that. You hear the dog barking in the background? Somebody here is like, stop. If you must make such a noise and you must be so aggressive and angry, and it's clear that you're wrong. It's clear that you're wrong. It's clear that you're hateful. If you must, go ahead, because everyone in the neighborhood is going to see it. Everyone in the neighborhood is going to see it. They're going to hear it, and they're eventually going to get tired of it too, because they're going to see that there's a person here who is just wreaking havoc and walks around with this ball of dark cloud energy that produces nothing but rainfall on everybody's lives around them, because everyone else is the problem except this person. It doesn't matter who they tear down, they never feel good inside. They're always looking over their shoulder. They're always looking over their back, because this person is abused, and instead of dealing with it and going with it and asking what lessons they needed to learn from it, they continually make other people victims of them, because they can only see that they were a victim to their circumstances in life, their situations. They haven't chosen to grow from it and see it from a different perspective. Not that their perspective they currently have is wrong, their approach is wrong. How they're punishing people, it's wrong, or punishing innocent people, people who don't deserve it. People who don't have any ill intentions, or people who are remorseful and actually sorry, people who have quit, people who have stopped. It's like, but somebody can't, they're very unforgiving, because they feel that life was very unforgiving to them, that, they may not even believe in a higher power, whatever that is. Doesn't have to be what everyone else believes in. Very argumentative, very angry, sad, aggressive, clearly abused, highly protective of something too, like something in their life that isn't even worth protecting, because it definitely doesn't protect them. You know why I know? Because this dog is always running around the neighborhood and basically terrorizing everyone. And it's a part of the message. Does it not go along with it today? And this dog's going crazy. Sounds like it's right beside the house. But it does that to everybody. Runs off everybody's children. I'm surprised that they haven't had to take the dog inside and keep it inside. This is a big ass dog. So I'm like, But it's clear that how aggressive the dog is, something's wrong. See? I mean, it's just always doing it. It's like always on one. It's always on edge. There's always a problem. They're always angry. They're always mad. They must get people back. They must defend. They must stand their corner, their ground. They're always right. They're never wrong. They've been through so much, so they can tell who everybody is. And it's like, you can only see one perspective because you're only in that corner. See, there are 4 corners in this square that you're in this fence, in this yard. Dog. You can only see one corner. Somebody has one defense, and that's exactly what it is. Constantly having to defend, constantly having to do this because they're constantly getting shit started because they're so fucking hateful. Somebody here is hateful. And it's clear, like their intentions are hateful. They're very vengeful, and we've been there, right? But somebody hasn't learned to not do that. They feel like they must avenge, like, okay, well, but it's like, it's almost like the idea of no. If you know that something's wrong and you did have that awareness, that doesn't give you the right to just go ahead and do it instead, and then, you can just be forgiven for it. No, that's cruelty. That's cruelty. But something makes me want to say that this dog doesn't really even know what it's doing. Like, it may be unaware. It's trained. Its environment has trained it to be this way. And it's not an excuse, and it's getting to the point where I think the neighborhood's going to stand up and stand together, and it's going to get to the point where it's like, we're being ran by this one individual. Like, we're all scared to do certain things and make certain moves and to, but it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, this individual is invading everyone's territory by being aggressive and thinks that they can do certain things because they have the right to, and it's like they're going to be addressed. I feel like something here, it could just be someone's going to be addressed by the universe, God, whoever is going to be addressing someone, whatever that means, and they're overreactive assumptions, overreactive and unforgiving, holding people to different standards. It's like someone's going to, I think they're going to realize something. I think someone's going to realize who they can actually count on, who they can actually trust is probably the one person that inwardly they haven't fully actually trusted. If it's a newer individual, it's like, dang, I was wrong to probably the sweetest person today, and all because they didn't even deserve it. All because, I just having a bad week, having a bad day, having a bad life, everything's irritated me, and I just took it out on the wrong person, Or it's someone who's been getting it from an individual, They've been harshly judged, is what I'm hearing. They've been very harshly judged due to another person's inability to either forgive this person, like if they did anything but they've repented or whatever, that's what I heard, or if it's people who are, they were hurt by things in their past, they've been harshly judging someone, and they're going to have like some sort of an awakening, I guess, an epiphany, like, damn, maybe they've been harshly judging themselves. Someone here may have been harshly judging themselves and been like, what am I doing? Why am I punishing me because I'm actually upset at everyone else? Why am I killing myself with addictions? Why am I doing this because I'm actually upset with people in my past that, certain things happen with these people? Like, what the fuck am I doing? It's like I feel like I deserve the treatment. I feel like what? It's like I'm allowing them to win, to completely rob me and continually rape my energy because I'm freely giving them the power by hurting myself, by saying that I feel that I deserve it. This could be someone like doing this, realizing they've been too harshly on themselves and loving themselves again. Loving themselves back to life. Yes, bitch. This could be someone's mother who may actually feel like they were harshly judging a child of theirs, you know, or maybe judging the mother. Okay, hold on. This could be someone's older mother who could have been judging their, let's say it's their son's baby mama or ex-wife or current wife too harshly, and they're going to realize it. Even though maybe they even realize they're more alike than they thought, they have more in common than they thought, and that this woman was actually very similar to this individual. Maybe that's why she didn't like her. She felt threatened. Maybe when she stepped back, she realized the same thing she was judging her son's baby mama for, or son's wife, ex-wife for, girlfriend for. She even did herself growing up, so she has no room to talk. It's something like that. Someone's going to realize they've had no room to talk because of, or that they have been holding someone or people at a different standard. They've been taking out what they feel for others on a particular individual, or they took something out on a particular individual that didn't deserve it, and they're going to see that. Could be a child who's realizing. Now, the child don't have to be young. It could be. The child could be an adult. We're all somebody's child. So this could be a child who's realizing, damn, I've been like really hard on my parent. This could be someone giving advice to another, like, don't be so hard on your mom or your grandma. One day you're going to miss them. They'll be gone. This could be a parent talking to a child whose parent hasn't been around and saying, instead of bashing the parent who hasn't been around, this could be the parent saying, don't be angry at them. You know, they may have their reasons, and if things were meant to have been different, they would have been. You know, don't hate them if you can. Try to open your heart and know that they're a part of you. You know, it's something like that. There could be a person who's needing to see the right thing. And they will. I feel that this is someone who will. But anyway, that's what I'm getting. Harshly judged. If you're done, I'm done. If you'll stop, I stop. You see how it started, though? I feel like the message got more calm. I'm tired now. I actually feel like going to sleep. Like, oh my God. Someone's going to chill out because they're going to find more love in their heart. Because they're going to realize that there are good people in the world, and there are people who truly don't mean them harm. I'll leave it at that. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Talk to you later.